I laughed in my sister-in-law's face when she DNA tested my daughter. So I'm 30 and I have a 6-year-old daughter named Lily. Here's the thing though, she's not actually my biological daughter. I adopted her when she was just 3 months old. Lily's mom was my best friend since we were kids. We were never romantic, just really close friends. When she was 23, she had Lily with her husband. They were both really good people, but they came from messed up families and didn't have any siblings or relatives who could help out. When Lily was 3 months old, both her parents were killed in a workplace shooting. They worked in the same building and were both there that day. It was absolutely horrible. Since there was no family to take Lily and I didn't want her going into foster care, I decided to adopt her. My whole family knows Lily is adopted. She knows too, in an age-appropriate way. I told her that her first parents died and that a bad man hurt them, but I'm saving the details for when she's older. Lily looks exactly like her biological parents, nothing like me at all. Most people just assume I'm her real dad and she takes after her mom. I never bother correcting them because it doesn't really matter. My brother has this fiance who he's been with for about 2 years. She's always been kind of nosy, but I just ignored it. A few weeks ago, we were all at my parents' house for dinner. My sister-in-law was looking at old photos on the wall when she stopped at one of me, Lily's mom, and her husband. She pointed to Lily's mom and asked who that was. I explained that was Lily's mother. She knew my friend had died, but I guess she didn't know about the husband or that Lily was adopted. She got really quiet and just stared at the photo for like 10 minutes. I thought it was weird, but didn't think much of it. 2 weeks later, she shows up at my house with this huge smile on her face, holding some papers. She's practically bouncing with excitement like she just won the lottery. She waves these DNA test results in my face and starts yelling about how she knew something was fishy. Apparently, she had secretly taken some of Lily's hair and got it tested against my brother's DNA. When it came back showing they weren't related, she figured out that meant Lily and I weren't related either. She's standing there, screaming about how I was raising some dead woman's affair baby and how she caught me in this huge lie. She said all this right in front of Lily, who was just sitting there eating her cereal, looking confused. I just stared at this woman for like 30 seconds, trying to process what was happening. Then I completely lost it and started laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. I told her that I already knew Lily wasn't my biological daughter because something called adoption exists. Her face went from smug and excited to bright red in about 2 seconds. She just stood there with her mouth open like a fish. She stormed out without saying another word. Now my brother is mad at me for embarrassing his fiance. He says she thought she was helping and doing the right thing, but like, helping with what? Did she want me to abandon my daughter? What was her end goal here? The whole thing was so ridiculous, I'm still laughing about it.